lay forward. All hands forward, lay aft. All hands amidships, stand by to direct traffic.
My stars, Leon, don't tell me you joined our side.
I heard it the other way. They talked you into the Navy.
Well, either way, I knew you'd insist on meeting an airman on neutral territory.
Orders say report to Major General Ed Britt. He's the boss. Please take note, however, that my hat is not in my hand.
Shave seems to want us to go after a U-boat wolf pack. I didn't know the Nazis had any left.
They have one. Wolfpack Leica. Operates around the Azores. Attacks everything we send into the Mediterranean. Sinks entirely too much tonnage. Maybe a dozen subs.
Seek and destroy Special Task Force 10 here with activated cruiser carrier 4 destroyers. Commodore Leon Crompton commanding. That reads well.
Congratulate yourself, sir. I guess I can't operate without your eyes.
So, Leon, are you prepared to work under my command?
I fought you long-range bomber boys true enough. Fought hard. But if I have to make a concession to get back to sea, I'll make it. I'd swallow this if I knew it was full of ground glass. They're gonna let me fight again.
All right, but we've got some mighty big problems. Logistics, tactical coordination. And I've got a man who used to run sub-patrol before we got the bomber offensive going. He's now a group commander.
Excuse me, Sergeant. I'd like to use this phone.
Yes, sir.
It's Colonel Gallagher. I'd like to speak with General Britt.
General Britt.
General, this is Joe Gallagher. I'm in your outer office. Sir, if that's Commodore Leon Crompton in there with you, I wonder if you could excuse yourself for a minute. I'd like to see you before I come in.
For what reason?
Well, sir, if he's the man you want me to work with.
Affirmative, he is. Commencing right now. We're expecting you, Colonel.
But, sir, General?
Commodore Crompton, I take it you've had some prior acquaintance with Colonel Gallagher.
Gallagher?
Yes, sir. My father's General Maxwell Gallagher.
Leon.
General, I'll do this job alone.
Sir, I tried to warn you.
With the phone call from the outer office, not quite the right way, Colonel. How did you know this was going to happen?
2 years ago, he tangled with my father at a Senate committee hearing on the long-range bomber thing. I suppose his conduct at the time wasn't the best, and so they broke him.
Broke him?
Yes, sir. He just received a second star. They took it away. They buried him in some office. He blames my father for what happened.
Well, he can't blame you, and he can't walk out on me.
Sir, let him go somewhere and cool off. And don't try to force me down his throat. If you do, you're breeding disaster.
O'clock High, a QM production, starring Paul Burke, also starring Chris Robinson and Frank Overton, with guest stars Ralph Bellamy, Andrew Duggan, Michael Whitney, Anna Capri. Tonight's episode, The Hunters and the Killers.
General, would you accept an apology from me?
Well, that's a little like trying to splint a broken leg with a toothpick.
I got teed off, Ed, for reasons that you wouldn't know.
Forget it. You don't have to work with my wing. I'm just about to tell a type chafe to that effect.
Ed, don't. Sir, don't do that. No, listen, Ed, you don't know what they're doing to me. I'm calling from a telephone booth. I have a fisherman's rotten bait shack for an office. Task Force 10 is all on paper, supposed to meet me somewhere at sea. I have one ship, sir. One destroyer. Only one. I need you, Ed. And I guess I'll have to deal with young Gallagher, too.
Leon, the way to win a war, if there is a way, is to put each job into the hands of the best available man. Now, all I can do is coordinate that. And the best man to fly our end of it is Gallagher.
Sir, I got nothing against the Navy. I mean, some of my best friends are sailors. It's, why us?
Well, it may or it may not be us, Andy. Wait here for me.
Yes, sir. Hey, Terry.
Hi, Sandy.
Front and center. Look at the kid, she's a corporal now.
Yeah. Oh, that's nothing. I have been since 9 this morning.
You have? Well, when are we going to celebrate, huh?
Actually, I have no time until... Say dinner tonight?
Well, look, I'll meet you at the pub at 1800, okay?
Okay. Wear your uniform so I know you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, Navy. Got a light?
Here you are. That'll be 3 and 6.
Keep it.
Sail at once and rendezvous at sea. Seems to me they're daring me to pull this off. Or trying to get me sunk so they can forget me. What do you think of me?
General Britt made the statement, sir. The Navy undoubtedly designated the best available man to go after that wolf pack.
Do you think I'm a paranoid?
I think there's an emergency in the South Atlantic. They're trying to improvise a solution in a hurry. It's a tough job for anyone.
Your father called me a paranoid.
Commodore, make no mistake, I love my father. Perhaps more than you think you hate him. But that's not the battle I'm here to fight.
My career and my life are on the line here, Colonel. I can recover here from what he did to me 2 years ago. I think I have a right to some doubts about depending on his son.
I wasn't ordered to come here. I came here by request. Besides, what could I do to you? Bomb your destroyer?
Either you're a whole lot more objective than your old man, son, or you're a very convincing fake. All right, let's start formulating some plans.
There's something you should know. I told General Britt I thought it was wrong for him to force me down your throat.
Yeah, well, he says you can do this job. You know what I told him? I'd swallow ground glass if I had to go back to sea in a fight.
We're going to patrol this area with 9 aircraft in relays. 3 at a time, 3 flights. And because it was activated for this wolf pack mission, we're going to call it Navy Squadron.
You have your search patterns laid out?
No, sir. I'll get to that now.
I'll lead the number 1 flight, Major Stovall number 2, Captain Fowler number 3.
Good. Commodore will have the Huff-Duff detection gear installed in each lead airplane tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, I guess that's about all, except for the special bomb loads.
No.
Sir?
No bomb loads. No bombs.
Minimum weight, Joe, maximum range.
You fly fully armed for your own protection, but you do not bomb. You're only the hunters. We're the killers. Get that clear.
Commodore Crompton will put out to sea tonight. You can start your patrols day after tomorrow morning.
Permission, General?
That'll be all, gentlemen.
Sir, is he after the wolf pack or his promotion?
This is no time to take that attitude, Joe. You accepted it.
Yes, I accepted. For myself and 89 of my officers and men. But now, all of a sudden, bombers can't carry bombs.
Minimum load, maximum range.
That's exactly what I would argue if I were the opponent of the B-17 that he's always been.
He didn't give the order, Joe. I did.
White leader to formation. We'll fly this one very carefully. We have no fighter cover. We rendezvous with Nestle Red formation at 10:30. Watch out for Nestle Red. Watch out below for surface ships of any kind. Watch out for enemy fighters. Anyone sees a mermaid, report to me at once. Nestle White leader out.
Right waist to pilot, sir. I don't know how to say this, but sail ho on the starboard quarter. I think. Nestle White 3 to leader. There's a carrier below at 3 o'clock, sir. Over.
White leader to Shark. Nestle White leader to Shark. 1 CV, 3 destroyers approaching you on briefed heading. Estimated distance, 30 miles. Nestle White leader out.
Oh, 1 carrier, 3 destroyers. Task Force 10 shaping up, sir.
A half day late. And where's my lousy cruiser?
Yes?
It's a message from the Commodore, sir.
Thank you. That'll be all. It's a confirmation. His entire fleet made the rendezvous, except for the cruiser.
That's good. He has some striking power. Now, if someone can find that wolf pack.
Hello. Well, I finally found you.
Were you looking?
Well, that's the only reason I'd be here. Say, I got a great idea. What are you doing tonight?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm not sure. I'll probably go down to the Star and Bottle and try to make up my mind.
Hey, you busy?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh, I gotta drive Colonel Gallagher. Usual.
See you later.
Hey, Flyboy, got a match?
Make up her mind about what?
Who? Oh, Terry.
I heard her say something about, make up her mind.
Oh, not with me, she doesn't. I make up their mind for them.
Hey, look, she's a nice girl.
Yeah, that's the best kind.
Sandy, you can go back to the base now.
So how long do we have to be nice to the Navy?
Little girl trouble, Sandy?
That's part of it, sir. That's only part of it. I've got nothing against the Navy.
Yeah, I know you've got nothing against the Navy.
Yes, sir. It's just I have a feeling that they'd like to sink us. Got a feeling something lousy's going to happen.
Radio to pilot. We got something on the Huff Duff screen, sir. Should be 10 o'clock low. Red 3 to leader. 10 o'clock low, sir. I think those are subs down there.
Roger, 3. Get off the air.
Nestle Red leader to Shark. How do you read? Over.
This is Shark. This is Shark. Send your message. Over.
Nestle Red leader to Shark. Wolfpack Like has come up for air. We have them at 116-39.2. Repeat, 116-39.2, over.
Roger, Nestle Red. We read you.
116-39.2.
Make a signal to the carrier. Launch. Launch bombers. Launch fighter cover. Launch. Go get them.
Just had bombs, we could sink that whole pack here and now.
They've seen us, sir.
Of course they have.
Why don't we go down and strafe them?
Because we have orders not to. I think they're submerging anyway. Sir, radio has picked up a shortwave message from the Nazis.
Can we break the code?
It'll take a while, sir, but chances are they're calling for help.
They'll need it. Signal those B-17s to get out of our way.
Aye, aye, sir.
What's that, the Navy, sir?
I don't know. Seems to be the wrong direction. Sandy, get in the turret. That's the Luftwaffe.
Yes, sir.
Nestle readily to the formation. Enemy fighters at 11 o'clock. On your toes now. Nestle readily to the formation. Enemy fighters at 11 o'clock. On your toes. On your toes. Pilot to radio. Send a message to the task force. Tell them enemy fighters are headed their way. Over.
Radio, sir. We just got the orders from Commodore Crompton. Go home. Don't interfere.
Don't interfere?
Sir, those Krauts aren't going for the Navy. They're coming for us.
Okay. Heads up, gunners. Heads up. Nestle Red Leader to Navy fighters. Nestle Red Leader to Navy fighters. You read me? Over?
Roger, Nestle Red. This is Bird Dog 1. What is your position? Over.
We're in your target area under heavy attack. About 15 enemy fighters. Can you send some help? Can you send some help? Over.
Roger, Nestle Red.
Hang on.
Negative. Negative! Send that fighter commander an order. Tell him to stay with the carrier air fleet, protect his own bombers, and get those subs!
Sorry, Nestle Red. You're on your own. Good luck.
it running.
Let me have General Britt at Wing Headquarters fast.
What's the matter, Joe?
Did you hear from the Navy? Did they sink anything? Yes, this is Colonel Gallagher. Let me speak with General Britt. Well, is he anywhere in the building? All right, tell him I'll be there in 15 minutes.
There's no word from the Navy yet, Joe. Did you find something?
I sure did, the wolf pack. And it cost me 2 of my bombers and 22 of my men. Here, Harvey, take care of this. Did they bomb the area?
Well, of course they bombed the area. And you can bet they covered it pretty well. Then they stayed behind to search and observe.
In other words, they didn't sink a thing.
They said they saw no evidence. They're not making any wild claims.
Well, I'd like to make one. And you can call it wild if you want to. I saw about 4 subs come to the surface, and I could have sunk them all if I'd had bombs.
That's exactly what I'd expect you to believe.
Well, I hope you don't expect me to go back there again with empty bomb bays.
Colonel!
Yes, sir, I know. The hunt-to-killer concept is a good one, but it just isn't good enough.
You're not given to rash judgments. I think you're speaking out of prejudice.
General, I am not.
I know that Leon Crompton refused to allow his fighters to come to your aid today. Now, you dig down into your guts and tell me you don't hate him for that.
You don't think I'm accusing him of anything personal?
I guess that's what I'm asking.
General, his fighters were covering his bombers, and that's fine, but that's not the point.
I think you're evading the question, Joe.
No, sir. And I'll show you how much I'm not evading it. I want to see the man. I want to reevaluate the tactics.
All right, you do that by yourself. If a new plan is indicated...
Sir, I don't want this question of prejudice to come up again. Now, either send me out to his fleet or ask him to fly back here and sit with us. I want it face to face.
Hey, you all set?
Thanks. Hey, Flyboy. I hear the Nazis whipped your guys' tails today.
Sorensen and 22 guys died today.
Hey. I'm sorry I made that crack.
You chicken Navy fighters could have saved us, swap jock.
Who said chicken?
All right, knock it off,
I
you
said
guys.
chicken, swap jock.
Come on. You stay in there. All right, break it up, you guys.
Sorensen.
Commodore, sir. Ain't you at sea, sir?
Sir, Major Stovall. You'd better get in the hospital, son.
What happened?
A fight, sir?
A fight?
Yes, sir. The Commodore saw some of the casualties. I thought I'd better report it right now.
Was it a street fight?
No, sir. They wrecked the Star and Bottle. I have guaranteed reparations. And I have a witness coming in.
What was it all about, Harv?
Army versus Navy, isn't that what all this is about? Or is it Gallagher versus Crompton?
Joe,
That'll be all, Harv.
I know what you've got in your craw, young man. All right, you've lost airplanes before. That's the name of the game. If you can't take it, get out. You think it's going to do you any good to haul me off my ship and drag me ashore?
Sir, that wouldn't be possible.
Then what am I doing here?
An order from General Britt, sir.
And isn't that a convenient camouflage? And come to think of it, he's a friend of your father's, isn't he? Gallagher versus Crompton, Army versus Navy. What am I doing here? Answer me!
Yes.
Oh, sir, I told you I had a witness to the fight.
Not now, Harv.
Oh, yes, sir. I think right now. Corporal, would you come in, please? This is the only person who knows exactly how the fight started. Who was fighting whom?
All right, Corporal.
Sir, I was with Sergeant Komansky.
Komansky?
Yes, and Seaman Sorensen.
Well, sir, they've been needling each other, half kidding. Sorensen made a remark about what happened in the air this morning. Well, when Komansky told him, sir, that 22 men were killed, he apologized. But Somebody didn't hear that part and started shoving the seamen around. Komansky tried to stop it, but he couldn't. Then both of them were trying to stop it, and it just got worse and worse.
Sir, may I ask the question?
What question?
Corporal, was it Army versus Navy?
Oh, no, sir, not exactly. It was just a mess.
And Komansky and Sorensen were not fighting each other?
Oh, no, sir, they were together. They were trying to help.
All right, Corporal, Major. That's all.
That'll be all. Sir.
You look tired.
I am tired.
Does Ed Britt know how tired you are?
We're all tired.
Does Ed Britt think that all I'm after is glory and a promotion?
Commodore, he's coming here shortly. Why don't you ask him?
Do you think that's what I'm after?
Sir, I think you're after that wolf pack.
I'm not tired. I just have a foul temper and a loud mouth. I thought I'd learned. Why was I ordered here?
Sir, I want to propose some new tactics. Use more aircraft. Add a relay or two. Fly briefer patterns. And carry bombs.
I don't know why I didn't think of it in terms of 22 men dying.
Well, it's like you said, sir. That's the name of the game.
Don't patronize me. Joe, I had to give that order. I had to protect my striking force. I couldn't send fighters to help you. I couldn't.
Sir, when a B-17 carrying friends of mine is disabled and falls behind, I have to abandon it in order to maintain and protect my whole striking force. Now, that order you gave to your fighters this morning, that was valid and proper. That isn't my complaint. But I resent the fact that I had no bombs and I couldn't strike. And as a complaint, I think that's valid and proper.
What do you do? Write letters to their families?
Yes.
What do you say?
What can you say? You know, you really can't force a man to give up his life or to offer it. When a man goes in a battle, he's making the offer. But he has to believe there are things a lot more important than just existing like a human animal. What can you write? Remember him? Don't forget him? Or can you write?
I'm a little late. I'm sorry.
No trouble, Ed. We've got things pretty well worked out.
It's for you, sir.
All right, Corporal.
What does it say, sir?
Says I can let you two go. No charges will be filed.
Terry, where are you going?
I've got a date with a 6'6", 220-pound Marine.
Do you believe that?
Of course, we all realize that our technique is not too effective, bombing moving targets at sea. That's the Navy's game, and they play it well. And primarily, they'll still be the killers. We'll still be the hunters. But now we're carrying bombs. And if we can, we're going to help them destroy that wolf pack.
Welcome home, sir. How'd it go in the enemy camp?
I don't think we use that term anymore. Subject's closed.
I'm sorry, sir.
Never mind. I'm going to transfer my flag to the carrier. Any word from the cruiser?
Not yet, sir.
Sir, flash. From the carrier, sir. Submarines.
Flash to the destroyers. Make smoke. Hide the carrier.
She's hit, sir. She's hit.
What is it? Take a message to Colonel Gallagher. Top priority. Send it in the clear. Wolfpack Leica attacking Task Force 10. A carrier is sinking. Get there fast with everything you've got.
Sandy, how's that wrist of yours? Can you handle those guns?
Yes, sir, I can handle them.
Well, we're in Luftwaffe fighter range. Better get into your turret.
Major Stovall, sir.
Ramrod to Nestle White Leader. Wolfpack Leica hit Task Force 10, sunk their carrier. Does anyone there have fuel enough to join me? Over.
White Leader to Ramrod. Negative. I'm redlined on fuel right now, but I'll sure gas up and come back.
Over.
Roger, Harvey. Do it. And Fowler has orders to take off and join us also. The task force lost its air fleet entirely. Now it's strictly up to us.
Commodore, we're running away from the fleet. We're all alone.
Give me a Huff-Duff report.
Aye, aye, sir. We're still in contact.
How many fish?
6 or 7 fish, sir.
We're all alone, sir.
All right. Stand by the Y-guns.
Now hear this. This is your captain. Stand by to fire depth charges.
Nestle Red Leader to Shark. Nestle Red Leader to Shark. How do you read? Over.
That's Gallagher. Give him our position. Move.
Nestle Red Leader, this is Shark. Stand by for a fix on our position.
Tell him we're standing directly over Wolfpack Leica.
We are standing directly over Wolfpack Leica.
Roger.
Tell him we'll force them to surface with depth charges. Tell him to bomb whatever he sees, even us. But get that Wolfpack.
Roger, Shark. We understand. Nestle Red Leader out. Red Leader to formation. Heading 192. Airspeed 180. We'll find the destroyer in orbit and trail. Bomb whatever you can. Bombardiers, you're on your own. Red Leader out.
Radio to pilot, sir. I got him on the Huff Duff. Right underneath us.
Raj radio, we see them. Nestle Red Leader to Shark. If you can, bring those fish to the surface. We're ready to strike.
Fire depth charges.
Fire depth charges.
Red Leader to formation. Orbit the destroyer and trail. If that Wolfpack starts to surface, one aircraft to one submarine. Conserve your bombs. Leader out.
Top turrets and crew. Enemy fighters. Troops at 9 o'clock high.
I thought this was going to be a turkey shoot. Looks like we'll have to work for it.
It's for you, sir.
Major Stovall?
Yes, sir.
Harvey.
What's wrong, sir?
Well, nothing is wrong, but you can't get to the scene of action on time, so don't take off.
Scene of action? What's going on?
Well, Crompton and Gallagher are engaging the Wolfpack together. I think they've sunk 3. There's enemy fighter action, but Crompton has 3 destroyers coming up. Now, they'll be there before you can get there, so just sit tight. I'll keep you up to date.
Yes, sir.
Red 2 to leader. My fuel is critical and my bombs are gone. You want us to orbit with you? Over.
Negative. Leader to formation. Do a 180 and head back for England. I'll stay here till I've used up all my bombs. Leader out. Pilot to flight engineer. Sandy, there's a fire somewhere aboard. Take a look around. Radio, come forward. Take his place in the turret.
Radio to pilot. Everybody's leaving us, Skipper. Over.
Those German fighters leaving. Over.
Yes, sir, but so are the friendly force. We gonna stay alone? Over.
Still got half our bomb load left. That destroyer down below still has contact with the Wolfpack. As long as we're up here, they won't attack it. Besides, if our luck holds out, we may get 1 or 2 more. Bombardier, keep your eyes peeled.
Release him. Send him home.
Shark to Red Leader. Break off and go home. Over.
This is Red Leader. Negative, Shark. If we leave, they'll sink you. What about the other destroyers? Over.
Tell him 3 destroyers will be here in 10 minutes.
This is Shark. We'll have help in 10 minutes.
Over. Roger, Shark. We'll leave when the other destroyers arrive. Red Leader out.
Surfacing off the port bow.
Shark to Red Leader. Shark to Red Leader.
This is Red Leader. We see it. We'll bomb it.
Bombs away.
got her.
Sir, I don't know what's burning. I think it's a fuel line. If it's those tanks, we blow.
That's it. We've had it.
Done all we can for the Navy, sir.
All right, pilot to crew. Now, there's one destroyer down below and 3 more coming. Prepare to bail out. Red lead to the shark. Red lead to the shark. I'm on fire. If I try to ditch, I'll lose half my crew. So I'm ordering a bailout. Put over a couple of boats and pick us up.
Launch boats! Move! Move!
Pilot to crew. Pilot to crew. Pilot to crew. Bail out. Bail out. Bail out. Bail out.
You better come on, sir. There's not much time.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Yes, sir.
I hear you guys really polished off that wolf pack.
We sank 5 or 6.
How come the Commodore's here again?
Just wanted to bring back the Colonel himself. Could we call a hospital again, sir?
They'll let us know. They said they'd come over here as soon as they find out.
Yes, sir.
Commodore Crompton, put in a call to Washington, D.C., Lieutenant General Maxwell Gallagher at the Pentagon.
Want me to pave the way for you, Leon?
I think this is something his father and I can talk about calmly. The boy has paved the way.
How is he, sir?
Tough. And lucky. But this time, by George, when I send him on sick leave, he'll stay there. Harvey, phone Major Cross. Tell him to take charge of the air element. You assume command here till I find somebody to take over.
Yes, sir.
Ed, is Kaiser going to want to fly Joe home?
Well, I got the impression it wasn't quite that critical. Why?
I'm putting my flag on that cruiser tomorrow. I'll put in at Southampton for a day or two and then sail for Norfolk. I thought I might tell his father I'm bringing Joe home with me.
I'll see what Doc Kaiser has to say.
Yes? Put him on, please.
Sergeant.
General Gallagher, this is Leon Crompton.
Sir. You gonna put the Colonel somewhere else when he comes back?
I'd like to, but he'll want to go on flying, and I don't believe a few broken bones or a few broken ribs are going to stop him.